Hi, welcome to my channel. I finally decided to go through this journey of YouTube. Many have requested for me to start something like this. Some suggest I should start a podcast, and I sat down and evaluated what would be best. As some wise man has said, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. I decided to do YouTube. So you're welcome. I'm Uncle Phil. The reason why I'm called Uncle Phil, I will reveal to you if you stay on this journey with me on this YouTube journey. The reason why I'm credible enough to stand before you to speak or to explain things to you. You will also discover through my story and why would my thought matter in subjects or contents that I'll be pulling out. So you're more than welcome, and I hope you will be enjoying the contents that I plan to start uploading weekly. I can't promise that, but I'll be uploading often. My target audience are you. Yes, you. If you're looking at me right now, you are my target audience. You who have questions about anything, life, why your life's so hard. Questions such as why are you born? Questions as where is God? Why has He forsaken you? Or why He's not doesn't answer people's prayers as is described to us when we were Sunday school. If you came from church, if that's your background, or any religious organization. Questions that you have about relationships, about men, women. My target audience is you who are insecure. When I say insecurity, most people think about straight about women. I mean men also are insecurity. Boys also are insecure, has insecurities, and my target audience is also these type of people. That's you. You can't sleep at night. Those who have insomnia, those who are afraid of sleeping at night, you have to pray before you go to bed because you're afraid that some beast with horns that was taught to you when you were young that will come at night and strangle you. Some of you do experience a lot of what people call spiritual attack, where you feel like someone is next to you while you're sleeping. I look forward to explaining to you. Look, I'm not claiming to have all the answers, but I'm claiming to have some of explanation. There's a difference. I say again, I'm not claiming to have all the answers, but I'm claiming to have some explanation. And I can explain it, for I know my values, I know who I am. And therefore, I look forward for it, that you are going to enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this content. So let's get straight into it. The first content I want to talk about, I was thinking, what should I start with? What's something easy that those who are currently sitting down at home, who are just on the phone right now, want to hear? And I know you want to hear something that is unique, because you probably went through a lot of YouTube channels right now, just seeing the same old things. Here I am. So let's go. Why are you here? What are you doing on this earth? Why? What's your purpose of existence? Often, that is a question every individual we're going to have to answer that question with themselves. Either you're black, white, Chinese, Asian, wherever you are, that question comes to everyone. What's the purpose of living? I had to ask myself that question numerous times. I went through journeys of understanding, what am I doing here? Who brought me here? And don't worry, I ain't religious, so I'm gonna give you the whole God had said this and that, God had no. No at all, no at all. I know you came from your dad. You rested in your mom's tummy for 9 months. She gave you a face, she gave you bones, she gave you structure, and you came out. I'm gonna say that again. You came from your dad. You came from your daddy's balls, if you didn't get the memo yet. And you went through your mom through. I know women say things like, "Oh, I gave birth to you. You're my child." Okay, I understand. I understand. Yes, they gave birth, but you came from your dad. Point blank. You came from your daddy's bullsack. You went through your mother. You stayed there for 9 months. Your mom gave you a face, a structure, bones, created the structure, that the way you look around in the mirror, your physical appearance, it was given from a woman. She gave you that. And after 9 months of creating you physically, it was your mom. Her body, her gene, what she was eating inside of her, formed you and gave you an appearance. If you are beautiful, if you are handsome, your mother, 90% of that was through her process. Some of us look at our father, some of us look at our mother. Yeah, that's because your father's gene and the mom came together. Your mom has almost 80% of creation. Yes, I say again, creation. She created your appearance in her tummy. And you came out. That was the beginning. This may be put off a little bit because you know that the time when we're young, oh, it's God, God this, God that, God. I get it, okay? We'll discuss God also maybe further on other videos. But let's talk about the logic. So far, I hope you're following. And they were supposed to decide the reason why you came here. Every decade or generation or century, they will create children who will come to do something in that era. Based on that era's need or development, children come in this world and fulfill that. I hope you're catching. So in this generation, this era, we came to do something. Some of us came to fulfill what our parents had started on the generation before. Some came because there's a need of your mind in politics, in art, in music, in finance, in creativity, in carpenter, whatever it is. We are needed in all fields so we can keep developing, keep living, keep passing on knowledge. Everyone has a part to play in this generation, and that's what you will hear. Now, unfortunately, some of us didn't have the benefit of being explained by our own family members or parents why we came here. Why? It didn't demonstrate or model for us how or where we can start from to be useful in this era that we are in. Why being useful? Because that's the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to serve and be useful. And if you didn't get that knowledge from your parents, and we have to find it for ourselves, like some of us who was unfortunate not to receive that. Not all of us had a good relationship with our parents. Some didn't even see their parents. Some grew up with only one parent at home. And these things give a disadvantage because a child was supposed to be raised by 2 parents in a household. Because everything in this life is created for 2. You have 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears. There's a female tree and a male tree. When I found out that, I was shocked. But there is. Absolutely. And the creator, I'm not putting a title on it saying God, a person who started this thing up, put this thing into a person or a personality or entity, whatever you call it, wasn't stupid to make him two. He understand two gives you balance. Two legs give better balance than one leg. If you doubt me, stand up right now. Stand in one leg. Jump. How's your balance? Exactly. Two is for that reason. And if there's not two there, you will definitely have a disadvantage. Furthermore, we are here to serve. I know that word seems like some form of slavery because people hear service or when they start picturing being a slave because you're serving. And people, for those of us, myself, I grew up in Africa. I was born there. I came in this country or came to the West when I was 9 years old. Therefore, I seen servants, as in when a servant, butler, you call it in English, so butler. Those who serve you at home. I've seen servants who will come and serve you as you eat in your own house, and they stay in a small house in a compound somewhere there. I've seen those who open the door for the come to come, like you see in a Nigerian movie. They will say, "Oh God, I'm sorry, now this kind of people." I've seen that. So people are socially serving to them because they were servants, they were good servants. But to be a service, it can also mean for you to serve your family. A man was supposed to serve his family. You can serve your family by providing the things that are necessary or are needed in the family. For example, you hear this often. He went to the military to serve. At service, security purposes for his country. It's to your service. Mark Zuckerberg served us. The way he built that module of his business, and it was to us to connect with people who are far from us. Everyone who uses Facebook or Instagram must be thankful. I know there's a lot of bashing the reason why he started, but you should be thankful because some of us found our family who was back home from far through Facebook. Don't thank God, thank him. Because it was through his effort and his creativity, his service to us, that was able to find the lost one or the loved ones. Bill Gates, the same thing. Whatever he did, it was to serve us. Some of you uses laptops in university, or we also do. How useful is it? But his product, it was to serve society. In return, or the outcome of serving, you will gain influence, fame, even money. And you'll become useful. People are useless when they're not in a service. If you're not serving people, if you haven't yet considered to serve the world, because that's what we're here for. You're going to serve your wife, the world, just like the king was supposed to serve the people were supposed to serve the country. A man was supposed to serve his family, so is a wife was supposed to serve his man and the children. I'm trying to normalize the word service to you, so it may not seem like a strange word or a slavery word. And furthermore, to be useful, you have to consider it as your duty. Duty is something that is done consistently. And that way, the feeling of feeling useless will go away. The feeling of feeling like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to belong. It all starts when you consider or think to be at service of your people, your family, your nation, your husband, or your wife. But there's a trick. A trick is this. Should I call it a trick? Yeah, it could be a trick. You have to be qualified to serve people or educated. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg's family was rich. His father put him through law school, and he was an educated man whose education helped him to produce what he produced, to serve us effectively. Us, because we use his services. and it's serving us well. Furthermore, if you don't receive a qualification, life qualification, not school, I'm trying to say, or education, you will be ineffective on how to serve people. And life will have to make sure that you are able to or qualify to serve people. In what sense? Often we cry and complain, why am I suffering? Why am I going through these things in my life? Why this, why that, why that? I mean, if you missed some lessons in life, life won't let you go like that. It will make sure you learn those lessons. And if you don't learn, it will keep repeating itself until you learn, so you can serve people better. I sit here and I think and I know I'm credible to serve you because I was able to learn from the things that I worked through that was hard, that was tough, that made me discomfort, that exposed my insecurity, that made me feel little, that showed me my limitation of vision or of life. These are the things I saw, I studied, I got lessons from, and therefore it made me credible to stand here and serve you. But it's not easy just to go through something that is so shocking and for you to pick up a lesson from that. It's not easy because often people stuck in a grieving process. They will cry and cry and cry and become hurtful or hateful. That's why I'm here, to explain the trauma, to explain the shocking moments, to explain events that have happened to you or what you went through, and you have no explanation, you have no answer. Remember I said, I don't have all the answers, but I have explanation. I'm here to serve you. I hope the video I made, it was somehow useful. In fact, I know it's useful, but there will be more if you stick and make sure you press the like button